Hello, whoever is watching me. I don't know who's watching me, but if you are, hi. Uh, I'm making this video because I want to talk about my Exo'rdium in Los Angeles experience, which was arguably one of the best experiences of my life and one of the best concerts I've ever been to. If you've seen my other video about me trying to get tickets, you saw that I got a general admission and I was very, very, very excited about it. But now the concert is behind us. It's been about a week, almost a week. Um, so I'm just gonna tell you guys my experience and what I went through because I went through quite a lot. So first of all, once I got my GA ticket, I went all over Twitter and I was looking for a group of people to form a group chat with. And we were all gonna like see if we could wait in line together and like talk about the show together, blah blah blah. So I found a group of girls and we were in a chat. It was like maybe 15, 16 of us. And we made a group chat and we were just talking nonstop. And we all got matching jerseys, like the official exoplanet jerseys. And we were like, we're all gonna meet each other and we're all gonna have a good time. And then we decided that even though my music taste said that camping out was not allowed and no lines would be formed before 9 o'clock, we saw what the New Jersey show was like and we saw that there were people camping out. And so we were saying, okay, we should probably camp out. So I begged my parents and they let me. But by the way, before I just say that, like, please ask your parents before you do any of that stuff because I was in Inglewood and Inglewood is kind of a sketchy area. Luckily, like, I didn't see nothing happened. But just in case, please let your parents know because you never know what can happen. And again, we were very lucky that nothing did happen, and I don't think anything would have happened to us. But again, I'm just saying. So on Thursday, I went to work, and then I made my dad drive me out to Inglewood at like 6:30, and all of my friends were waiting there, and I just pretty much sat with them for like a lot of hours. But there was a girl who was numbering us. So like she got like a Sharpie and she numbered us. So I was numbered 48. And by the way, I got there, my group had saved like a couple spots for us because they were saying to the girls that they were having some friends coming and I was one of the friends. So instead of going to the back of the line when I first got there, I was allowed to hang out with my friends because they had reserved a spot for me. So I was number 48, and we pretty much just spent the day, night, whatever, just kind of chatting, listening to music, practicing fan chants, and I didn't get any sleep. It was not comfortable. My friends got sleep, but I did not get any sleep. And I mean, it's fine. Like, I really don't understand how I wasn't completely exhausted by the time the show came around. But, so basically the night goes on, morning rolls around, and we're all cleaning up our stuff, and we see a lot of girls behind us in line. But we also see a lot of girls kind of walking around the forum parking lot, and they were walking to all different sides of the forum. And we were like, oh no, they're gonna try and cut, and they're gonna get there first. But we didn't want that because we had camped out. We were there fair and square. And even though people had been saying like, they're not gonna honor the line, this is this is where the drama gets in. So one of the security guards, because I guess a lot of people were going around to security saying that these people were cutting the line and they're gonna try to cut, but we were here first. So the security guard comes up to us and he's like, sorry, your guys' line isn't valid. Your guys' line isn't gonna count. You're all just gonna run to get your wristbands at 9 a.m. And my heart sank. I was like, we really camped out for nothing. And we were fuming. Like, this is it. I honestly felt so shitty. And all of a sudden a bunch of girls were running toward the front, and for some reason my friends and I decided to run, and I was carrying a lawn chair on my back because I had brought a lawn chair to sleep with me, and it had like shoulder things, like I could carry it as a backpack. So I was carrying that on my back, carrying a whole bag of food with like my clothing and everything. And we all just started running. And I honestly felt like I was gonna pass out. No one got hurt, I don't think, but that was not the official line. They were saying, everyone go back. And we were all running around the parking lot like chickens with our heads cut off. We were like, what is happening? This is so unorganized. Like it was a mess. And the forum security was being really rude to us. And we were just like, I don't know what's happening, and we were all so sad. And then one of my friends' parents stayed back where we were originally, and they said, guys, come back, they're gonna honor the line. And we're like, crap, okay. So we rushed over there, we got in our order, and we were telling the security guard, like, are you actually gonna honor the line? She's like, yes, we are gonna honor your line. And it was just cheers and screams, and there were all sorts of girls, like they were trying to make another line for girls, but the girls had to like run around the forum block. I wish I had a video of it. I know all my friends took videos of it, but it was so funny because they were trying to get them to like run to the other side of the block where the end of the line was, and it was so dramatic. But we waited there for a little bit, and I was just thanking everybody, and then they were like, okay, we're gonna line you guys up now. So we each put our hands like on our partner's shoulders or whoever we were next to in line, so that no one would try to cut in line, and we had to line up with our numbers. So like I was 48, so 47 and 49 would be sandwiched between me. And so we're all walking and just chanting, we are one, because we were so excited. And it was so fun. And then I looked back and I saw how many people were behind us, and I was like, this is all for general admission? Like, this is insane. Like, it was really unreal. Basically, after that, we were just kind of waiting for a little while. We weren't really sure what was happening, and they were saying like, oh, the wristband thing isn't gonna happen. They're gonna try to figure out another way to like get the line moving. And I don't really know what was happening, and there were rumors being spread everywhere, and we were all just really confused. So we were waiting for a couple more hours, and then finally they said, okay, the first line, which is us, like, your guys are gonna line up and you're gonna get your wristbands, and the wristbands are going to be numbered. So that means we would get to line up by our number to go into the venue. And that made me so happy, because if they had not given us numbered wristbands, we would have just gone in like all willy-nilly, and it would have been a mess, and it would not have been fun. But they did it fairly, and I thank them a lot for that. So I finally get my wristband. I was like number 47, and they said, okay, now you guys can leave, do whatever you want, but make sure to come back at like 5 o'clock and get in line with your number groups so we can take you guys in. So as soon as that happened, I didn't really leave. I just kind of stayed at the forum. I went and did my makeup in the bathroom. I made my hair all pretty. And there was a guy handing out hot dogs, so I had some lunch. And I was just kind of sitting there chatting with my friends. And then 5 o'clock rolls around, and we're all waiting in line, and we're all kind of just freaking out. And it was like agony trying to wait because we were so close yet so far. And then finally they line us like by the entrance to the floor, and we were waiting there longer, and we were seeing people try to cut, and we were saying, no, you gotta go back, because we were really angry. We were like, we're not gonna have anybody try to cut us, because we had camped out and we were tired, and it had been like a day since I had gotten there, and I was just a mess. But I had some chocolate. I asked my friend to go get me some chocolate because I had not slept and I was feeling very tired. But my friend got me chocolate, and once I had the chocolate, I was like, oh yeah, let's do this. We go down a bunch of stairs, and it was very dark and it was very steep. So we're all kind of waiting in a line, and then the line slowly moves, and there's like another GA line that's like forming around us, and that was like the back of our line. And so we're all walking in to where the floor was, and all these people were like, good luck guys, have a good time. And we honestly felt like we like won the lottery, because like all these people were like cheering for us, and I was just like looking around like, this is happening. um but then we waited there for a couple more minutes, and then the door finally opened, and they were like, if you run, you're getting your ticket taken away. And so I fast walked over there, and I got barrier. And I was looking at the stage, and I was looking like, where are my favorites going to be standing? Where I had like mapped everything out in my head. So I I raced over there, and I just immediately like, this is mine. I'm here. And I was just like clinging onto it, and some more people started to come in, and we waited. I don't even remember what time we had gotten in there, but it felt so surreal. Like the stage was literally right there, and there were guards in front of it and everything, and there's like a little walkway, but I didn't care. I was the closest that I'll probably ever be to EXO, and that killed me. And surprisingly, the show actually started on time. Like it was about like the show was supposed to start at like 7:30, but I mean, normally concerts don't start immediately at the time they're supposed to start. And I think the show started at like 7:40, which I mean, that's pretty good. But like the VCR was going, and I was like, oh my god, this is happening. And then Mama starts playing, and they all come out, and I'm losing it, and I'm screaming. And then people started pushing, and I knew that was going to happen. I knew that people were going to be like pushing all over us. And surprisingly, maybe it's because of the amount of concerts I go to, but I didn't feel that bad, like, about being pushed. Like I was like okay being just like squished against the barrier, because I mean, the more they push, I mean, it's uncomfortable for the people in the back, and I get that, but I really don't get why I was so comfortable up front. But it got to the point where girls had to be taken out. Like security was literally climbing over the barrier, and they were pulling girls out because they couldn't breathe, or they had fainted. I don't know. But I think it was during like the first Ment, we were trying to get Suho's attention, because we were like, Suho, some girl fainted, please like tell everyone to move back. And so he did. He was like, okay guys, we need you all to move a couple steps back. And I mean, I couldn't really do anything, because I couldn't move back until everyone else behind me moved back, and no one was moving back. If anything, they were just moving forward. So, I'm warning you, if you do decide to get a general admission ticket for EXO, the next time EXO comes around, please be mindful that you're probably gonna get pushed around. And it's probably going to be uncomfortable, and it's not going to be that fun, but if you think you can handle it, then go for it. Because honestly, I could handle it, and this concert was amazing for me, because I could handle it. It was traumatizing though, to see girls being taken out, struggling to breathe. It was just, that was kind of off-putting to me, and it was uncomfortable, like, watching EXO as they were performing, like seeing these girls taken out. And like I was like watching Sehun one time, and he like was like looking, and he saw a girl getting taken out, and I was like, oh no, and I just felt really bad. But anyways, that's really my pit experience. Let me get to the concert experience. So the concert, I mean, EXO's EXO. They're incredible. Um, by the way, I was standing, so you know how there's like the extended stage. I was on the right side of the extended stage, because I had heard from people and I had seen videos that that is where Schumann would come a lot, and that's who my bias is, Schumann. But then I would also see that Baekhyun would come over to that side, Chanyeol, and honestly, they all kind of really came over to that side a lot, and they were all just kind of hanging out, having fun, and it was really cute. But one of my favorite things about being in front row is that I got so many interactions. Like, I have pictures and videos. Like during White Noise, uh, Chanyeol was dancing right in front of me, and I was filming him at one part, and there's a part of the choreography where it's like they like do this to their shirt, and Chanyeol literally like lifted up his shirt for like a second, and I could see his tummy, and then he was like pointing at me and singing at me, and I was like, ah! And then obviously Schumann did Artificial Love in front of me, and that changed my life because Artificial Love is one of my favorite songs. Baekhyun, that asshole, looked at me quite a few times actually. Once during Lady Luck. It was just, it's amazing. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna get that experience ever again in my life, and I really hope that everyone has the opportunity to see them once in their life and to get that experience with them once in their life, because it's so special, and you can see how much they really care about the fans. And like during the acoustic section, Baekhyun and Suho were saying like, guys, if you don't move back, we're not gonna start. And so I was like yelling to everyone, I was like, guys, shut up, move back, or else we're not gonna see them. And I mean, people moved back eventually, but, and then I think after that, that's when the talk of like moving back and stop pushing stopped. But just EXO in person is just amazing. Like, Kai is just a dancing machine. It was so beautiful. Just everything about it. I saw Chanyeol literally like play the guitar right in front of me. Shook because I had seen all these pictures and I had seen all these videos of these concerts before, and I was thinking like, oh my gosh, this is actually real now. And it was so cool. And then finally, during like, I think it was Angel. Yeah, it was Angel. Schumann like came over to our side and he was like throwing like finger hearts at people, and I had been trying to get his attention all night because there was a girl in line who was selling these really cute signs or masks or face things or whatever. So I was holding this with my light stick and I was trying to get Schumann's attention with it, but I don't think he really cared for it. And I mean, it's fine, I don't care. But I think by like the end, during Angel, I had like tried to make like a hand heart thing, like how he normally does with like his hands over his head and goes like, ah. And so I tried doing that, but I only managed to do like one hand. So I was like, and then he made one back. He was like, yeah, and he started smiling, and it was the best thing that has ever happened to me. And I walked out of the concert, and everything about me was hurting because I was standing for so long and my legs were exhausted. Surprisingly, I didn't get any bruises. I got one on my knee, but I mean, that's just because my knee was being slammed into the barricade, so I knew that was that. But I didn't get any like scratches, or no one like pushed me or anything. I mean, they pushed me against, but not like back and forth. Just, it was incredible. And that's my EXO experience. And that was very long, and I apologize because it was very long. But I really wanted to talk about it with you guys because I wanted to maybe answer some questions that you guys might have had about waiting in line, general admission, and if I can just say, if EXO would ever come to LA again, which I mean they probably will, I don't think I'd ever get general admission again. Not because I didn't have a good time, I had the best time, but I think that I couldn't get as close to them as I was before. So I'd probably get seated just because it's less of a hassle. And listen, I mean, if I could camp out if I had another group of friends, but I don't think if I went alone to an EXO concert, my parents wouldn't let me camp out. That's my Exo'rdium in Los Angeles experience. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'm going to put some videos in front of you guys to see, so enjoy that, and hopefully I can make another concert experience about this in the future. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!
지금까지도 여러분들이 굉장히 잘 즐겨주셨지만
I know you guys have been enjoying us so far.
이제 다음 무대부터는
As for the next performance,
이제 엑셀 여러분들과
with everyone, all the EXO
저희가
and us,
함께 하나가 되는 시간입니다.
we're going to become one.
시너지 맞네요, 시너지.
focus, focus. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah!